Hello. What's up? Good morning. Hello. How y'all doing? Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting. Hello. What's up? Let me know where you're joining from, where you connected from, because today is going to be a great day, a big day. We will be having fun today. So just let me know in the chat, in the comment, where you're connecting from France, from the US, the United States of America, and make sure you type, the city and the states where you're joining from Benin, from Cote d'Ivoire, from Senegal, Belgium, Germany. Just let us know in the chat, because today we will be having a special guest. And when I say special guest, he is really a special guest. He's a very good friend of mine. A tech guy, he lives it, eat it, and breathe it. Yeah, hello, Matthew from Benin, especially in Paraco. Big shout out to you, man. How you doing? How was your week? So, guys, today is gonna be a great day. Okay, we'll be having fun, and I'm having today Malik Alassan Kupam Alassan is a special guest. He is a special guest. The guy is ready, and we want to know if you guys are ready. If you're ready, let us know in the chat. Come on, let us know in the chat where you're joining from, where you connected from. We'll be spilling the beans today on the secrets, that you guys need to know in order to improve your speaking skills in English. If you guys want to sound like Barack Obama, like, President Trump, make sure you let us know. Hello, Ousmane Yaro from Benin Parakou. Shabi Pierre Dafia, big shout outs. Oro Mere Boukari. Firol, yeah, ready. I love that. Okay. Yeah, I'm spending good weekend vibes, sir. Yeah, Matthew, big shout out to you. Ousmane Yaro, hello. Okay, without further ado, I'll be adding our special guest, Tosin Malik Alassan Kupa Malasson. He will be introducing himself to you, and let's take it from there. So, hello, good morning, Malik. How are you doing? You good?
Yes, good morning, everyone. Thanks, Ade. I hope you are doing well. Yes, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm doing good too, man. How was your week?
Yeah, very fine. Very stressful, but I think we are in the weekend and it is very fine for us.
Stressful, was it a positive stress or a negative stress? Because,
Like, yeah,
there's
you
this
had a
type of
lot of,
stress. Yeah, please go ahead.
within the week we have a lot of things to do. So
Definitely.
we are very busy, and I think it is the time to take a rest. And yeah, so we'll take the rest and to recharge our battery before the next week.
Definitely. A lot of things to do, and that means a lot of money to make, right?
Absolutely.
Ok, then in that case, that was a good stress. Alors les gars, bonjour. Aujourd'hui, je suis avec Malik. Et we guys are going to be talking about his journey. Okay, when did he realize that English was important for him? Sorry, and how did he learn English? Okay, how did he go about it? What were the challenges that he faced? And more importantly, what is the impact, or what was the impact of the English that he learned, in his career, in his, studies and all of that. So, I can't wait to get started and wait till the end, because in the end, based on the time that we're going to be having at the end of this live, maybe we'll be inviting some of you guys, live for a debate. Donc, nous allons probablement rajouter quelques personnes, ceux qui vont le plus commenter, ceux qui seront vraiment les plus actifs. Nous allons vous rajouter sur la scène pour avoir une discussion en live. Vous pourrez poser des questions à Coupam et vous pourrez également poser des questions en live. On peut avoir un petit débat en anglais. Donc, ne partez pas, restez jusqu'à la fin du live. Alors, Malik, let's get started. Can you please introduce yourself to to the community, to those watching you right now? Because yeah, they can read the name on the screen, Cooper Malasan, cybersecurity analyst. But who is Cooper? Or who is behind, okay, or the name Cooper, or what is the personality of Cooper?
Oh, the personality of Kufa. So, in the field world, I will say that I'm a cybersecurity engineer. My daily job consists of build a scalable and secure infrastructures to deploy web applications. And about that, I'm doing a lot of cybersecurity operations, such as penetration testing, for example, to test if some applications have vulnerabilities, or do we need to fix that before the hackers can granted some access on those applications. Uh, Apart of when I have some times in my free times, dedicate a lot of my works to engage on the many communities, mainly on internet governance community. So I think currently I'm trying to share to make some contributions on internet governance community, such as universal acceptance, or in ICANN ecosystem, or Afrinic ecosystem, for example, or internet society ecosystem. I think that is some things that I'm doing every day. To come in my background, I have a, a master in cybersecurity, and I'm currently pursuing a new degree in innovation management that can help me to switching in project management industries.
Man, you do many things, a lot of things, I'm wondering, how do you manage, okay, to put on all those hats? How do you manage to actually work on all those projects that you are on?
One of the first thing that I can mention is you need to be dedicated and to motivated about what we are doing. First of all, it is something that I'm very interested by, and as you know, all the things that I'm doing is very related to tech, and I'm not go outside of the tech. You can see all my works are very related to internet, to technologies, or to community management. So it is very uh,
Hello?
yes, hello.
Yeah, please
Did
go
you
ahead.
hear me? Or if you don't hear me, just let me know so I will.
No, it's okay, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect.
Guys, if
Uh,
you're having trouble hearing Malik, let us know in the chat. Let
okay,
us know in the chat.
perfectly. So let me continue. So I'm mentioning that to have time, you need to be very dedicated and very motivated, and to find the industry where you want to put your time. So personally, I decided to be engaged on technology industry, and that's why I find the time. I can say that it is not easy, but as you know, we are doing it with great passions, and that's why we continue to do it.
Definitely, I think passion is the main word. Passion is the word. So, for you guys, there's one thing that I would like to mention. Malik is one of our, first students, okay, at Property and Consulting, and you can see how fluent he is in English. So, Malik, I have many questions for you. Okay, I guess you're not in a hurry today. We have plenty questions for you guys. So, the first question is, when actually did you realize that English was important for you? Okay, when? Okay, did you get the signal that, yeah, at that time, right now in my career or in my field of work, I need English? When did you realize that English was important for you?
I realized that English is very important for me when I think when I decided to continue my study in IT security after my bachelor. Um, I can mention that we all of my my peers, we learn English at school when we were in college, but the goal was not to speak or to be more fluently or to be able to work in our daily life in English. But when I started to study IT security after the bachelor, uh, be able to read a document that is based in English is very mandatory, because all the good resources that you can find is mainly in English. If you go on YouTube, you can find tutorials that is in English. When you go on Open Classroom, you can find some document in French, but if you have an issue, it is very easy for you when you write your question, your problem in English, and to go on Stack Overflow and to be able to find a solution to fix what you are facing. So for us, it comes like you need to be able to try to speak or to read or to listen in English. So we just put all the resources all the time. And as I'm saying, um, something that is very, I think I can mention it is a bias, but when you are working on technology, all the keywords in it is in English. So
Definitely,
even
yeah.
if you are a Chinese or you are a Japanese or you are based in Benin, uh, you need to use those keywords that is in English. So it is very important for you to be able to understand which keyword you are using and what is the meaning. So as every time you are trying to working on that, so it comes like yeah, you need to perform your level in English. Another things is when you started to collaborate with a lot of persons that is not based in your home country. So one of the first language that you need to that can help you to open the opportunities or to be able to communicate with them is the English. So English come as if you want to work, if you want to grow in your career, you need to learn English very well, or you need to speak, you need to be able to make some presentations in English.
So, guys, you heard it. English is important. English is definitely important, and it is not your secondary school English. Okay, it's not the English of passive voice or active voice rephrasing. No, you need to be able to communicate fluently in English, just like Malik is doing. And one of the keys, okay, to get into that level is actually taking a professional, okay, training in English, and that's what we guys offer here at Profit Consulting. So, Malik, my next question for you is, how often do you use English, okay, in your day-to-day life? Okay, do you have meetings in English with your, with your colleagues? Okay, do you speak English more often than not?
My daily I think my daily life is very I'm in kind of English environment. Like my job, I have some things, some colleagues that are speak English, only English. So it is very important for me to be able to discuss with them. When we're making our review meeting, for example, we need to talk in English. That is one of the first thing that I'm trying to speak English every day. And another thing that I wanted to relieve it is that sometimes we are I'm defining myself as a digital native. So I'm very on social networks, for example, and a lot of content that I'm consume is very a lot of a majority of content that I'm consuming is in English. So follow a lot of person that are sharing their content in English. I'm watching a lot of videos on YouTube that is in English. Sometimes I'm trying when I want to watch a movies, for example, I'm trying to start that, but to put it in English. So it can help me a lot to be able to perform myself and to be able to train, to train every day. As you know, if you stop to learn, you will miss a lot of things, or you will forget how to practice or how to pronounce this word. uh, the goal for me is not to my job is, I'm not a journalist. I'm a cybersecurity analyst, and one of my goal is to be able, oh, when I have a friend who don't speak French, because I'm coming a French speaking country, uh, is it possible to communicate with them spontaneously, for example,
Yeah.
automatically, if they share with me, can we have some blank in our discussions? That's something that I'm trying to work on, because it is very weird when you are talking with someone and you need to think more, which word can I use, and which expression do I need to put or not. But for me, currently, I think I'm trying to share what I'm thinking more easily, because I'm working with a lot of persons that are speaking in their daily life. Another point that it is very important to put in the table is be able to speak with a English speaking person, for example, the native persons that are born by speaking English. So it can help you to get some expressions that we cannot find on a book, that can tell you, oh, you need to put it this verb before this word, or this word before this verb. The goal is not that. My goal was to be able to communicate with someone, not to be able to to build the right sentence. That is not what my goal. As you can see, I was able to share what I'm thinking in English, but
Okay.
when I started is not to, oh, I want to speak like a American, or I want to speak as a British. No, that is
Okay.
not my goal. That's why on my daily life, everything that I'm trying to do is just to be able to speak.
All right. Just be able to, make yourself understood. OK. Alors, les gars, je fais une petite pause pour vous rappeler, pour ceux qui viennent de nous rejoindre, que d'ici la fin de ce live, si vous voulez monter sur le live, OK, nous pouvons recevoir jusqu'à 10 personnes. Donc, si vous voulez monter sur le live pour interagir avec moi en direct ou interagir avec Malik, on va vous donner cette opportunité-là. Vous voyez un numéro qui s'affiche à l'écran, 1 + 33 06 05 96 80 33. Écrivez-moi, laissez-moi un message sur ce numéro WhatsApp-là, afin que je vous envoie le lien pour vous ajouter, OK, sur le live. Et comme ça, vous pourrez prendre part au débat qui vient. C'est un débat hyper intéressant. C'est un débat assez chill, assez cool. Donc, nous allons pouvoir interagir. Et ne vous en faites pas, même si votre niveau n'est pas, top ici, mon anglais, pas de souci. L'idée, c'est de pratiquer. And we guys are going to be correcting your mistakes and all of that. So, Malik, I'd like you to tell us what was the experience of your training at Perflin Consulting. Because I think you came for your training back in 2021 or 2022. I can't really remember. I think it was, do you see how the
I think
dates?
in it to 2021.
Yeah, 2021, yeah.
Yeah,
So what was the experience like? Okay, how did you feel it? And what did you enjoy? And also, what did you not enjoy?
yeah. I think in my learning journey, join the my learning with Perfluent teams was a great stage for me, because it helped me to improve my levels. But there is a lot of things that I was able to do when I finished the training, compared to when I started the training.
Okay,
So if you want to evaluate something, you need to take two things, before and after. And when I
definitely.
compare this period, I think I got a lot of things that is very important. As you know, when I decided to join to start my learning at Perflane, I think one of my first goals was I want to join a master degree in English country. I wanted to look a training, a master. I wanted to go in English country. That is one of my purpose, and that's why I told myself that if I want to get an admission on English speaking country, I need to perform my level to be able to speak, to be able to communicate with persons. So I decided to
Can I
apply
just
and
stop you for a second, please?
yeah.
Which university did you want to go to? Okay, because you said you wanted to pursue your degree in an English speaking university. What was your dream, university or your dream country?
Like I think when you are coming French speaking country, one of
Mm-hmm.
your dream country personally was America.
Yeah, the
And
US, the
I wanted
American dream.
yeah, American dreams. Yeah, that is very interesting. But I think I
Okay.
have this stage to yes, I wanted when I finished that. That is very honestly when I finished my bachelor degree. I think in 2018. One of the first goal was I want to do my master degree. But I don't want to do it in a French country.
Okay.
So the goal was go and get experience. Uh, Try to work with persons that are not speaking English. Try to create your own environment that can help you to apply to discuss with everyone,
Okay.
and try to go to join a community that can help you to perform your language, because I think we will come on it later as the difficulties that we have as a French speaking country is that uh, when I don't have those goals in job, or I don't have these goals I want to apply to American university or English speaking country university, I don't have any challenges to speak English every day. I
Okay.
don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
As
Definitely. I get
if
what you're saying.
you go outside, you have all your friends that speak French. If you go in the market, all the person that you will meet will speak French. Uh, Everywhere where do you go, because I born and I grew up in Benin, so all in my environment is speaking French. That is my family is speaking French. My friend is my close friend is speaking French. So I needed to create those environments that can help me to be able to train myself and to continue to speak English. With Perflane team, something that's very, I think, to mention is that when I joined, I was able to make a great presentation, to introduce myself very well and very easily with my own words. That is very, I think it is something that, my name is Malik. After that, you don't know how to combine with your background, how to feel, to share your visions. And with Perflane team, I was able to introduce myself, to share my professional goals, to make some applications to join university. And I think Perflane helped me a lot to prepare those those applications very well in speaking, and also and for to prepare the document. I think when we are talking a lot, I think we are writing. It is very important to write, but sometimes as a French speaking person, you can translate your sentence as you understand it. If you have a sentence in French, you just want to translate it literally, and as a speaking person who working in English environment, it is not the same. So you need to have someone who are familiar with those expressions and to help you to reformulate your letters, your endorsement letters, for example. your resume, for example, to be able to put the information that's very pertinent. That is one of the things that I wanted to mention. With Perfling, we also be able to join a community. This community can help you to speak, because all of them, the members of those community, want also to be able to speak in English. So all of you have one goal, and you can be able to work together and to challenge yourself and to go beyond and
Yeah.
to improve your levels. And I think our coach was very dedicated to help us to work.
Yeah, because I can remember we were even having classes at 7 a.m. at some time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And as you know, sometimes we need also to be able to train ourselves, but not see it as a training. We want to do it very funny,
Mm-hmm.
to do it as a just it is we are able to insert it is in our daily agenda, and I
Yeah.
think that is one of the things that I was able to do when I joined Perflink. I can do the meeting uh, every time that I want, well, based on my agenda. I didn't have any duty that is very important that you need to do that before tomorrow. I just need to do something that it is very easily for me. I'm not coming at Perflink as a mandatory things. I'm coming to learn English as I just want to learn. I want to learn it more friendly. I want to be able to do it as I want. So no one can make me any pressure, external pressure. You need to pronounce this word. You need to make this exercise before to come. And I think that is something very important that help us to be able to train ourselves and to not be discouraged. Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. It's just inspiring and motivational. Yeah, thank you, Marc. Deuxième jumeau Tacha. Alors, ce que Malik disait tout à l'heure, pour ceux qui n'ont pas hyper bien compris, c'est que lorsqu'il a pris sa formation en anglais à Perflink, il y a eu un accompagnement en fait parce qu'il voulait candidater auprès des universités américaines, anglophones et tout, pour poursuivre son master. Donc, du coup, en plus de la formation, il y a eu cet accompagnement-là, en fait, qui n'était pas facturé et tout. Donc, c'est un service à 360 degrés, les gars. Alors, là, ma prochaine question pour Malik, c'est par rapport à une conférence à laquelle il a participé l'année dernière, grâce à l'anglais. Il était en Allemagne, à Hamburg. Let me come back in English. I think that would be easier for me. So, Malik, last year you were in Hamburg, okay, for an ICANN conference, and you gave a speech. Okay, I think it was on how to empower the youth. Okay, so what was that experience like? Because you gave your speech in English. Was it an easy thing to do? Were you stressed? And how do you think that helped you in your career at some point?
Uh, someone are born in English country and they speak English natively. Another persons are not born in an English country, but if we want to be on the same table, we need to prepare ourselves. We need to learn. We need to be able also to communicate on this language. English come today as one of the first language in the world, even if it is in business conferences or technical meeting or something. When for example, let's start. When I go I was in the Germany airport. I didn't speak Dutchland, for example,
Okay.
but something that and a lot of person that I meet don't speak French.
At the
So
airport.
at the airport. So
Okay.
that is the first barrier that you have. When you quit, when
Yes,
when
please
you
go ahead.
when you quit your French speaking country, one of the first language you'll be able to communicate with other person is English.
Yeah,
So you
definitely.
need to work on that to be able to pass the airport before to be
Gates.
able, yeah, airport
Yeah.
gate. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And to come back in your questions for the meeting at ICANN that I did, so for the person that don't know what is ICANN, it is a global organizations that are coordinated and working to secure our internet resources, such as sometimes you can understand that you need a domain name, you need IP addresses. Uh, it is these organizations that are working to be able to everything work perfectly and securely. And at ICANN, they have something that we are calling ICANN community, and
Okay.
it is the members that are working in their free times to suggest or to contribute to making or to develop some internet policy, for example, how we need to mitigate some abuses on internet, how we need to coordinate with internet technical community or internet technical resources, and this meeting, every year they are organizing 3 meetings, and I had the pleasure to participate in one of this meeting last year, where
Okay.
I was selected as the NetGen fellow, and I was able to make a presentations, especially in English. And this presentation, before to be able to do that, I think it took me a lot of time for the preparations, because make the presentation, be able to put the right word in the right place. It is very challenging but interesting.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
something that I think in when we started our discussions, I mentioned that everything that I'm doing is very related to technology and internet.
Yeah.
And so I think it is something that's very helped me, because as I'm currently, my daily job or my daily works was in English, I was able to communicate or to share what I did every day more easily. So it is not a great challenge on those sides. The challenge was, as can I be to make this presentation and someone who speak only English can able to understand what I'm trying to share.
Yeah.
So for this, I work for that. I work to prepare. I think I invite or I submit some of my presentation with Perfluenting, and I make simulations, for example, to be able are you able to understand which word that I trying to explain, or there is another word that can I use on this place or another place, or which expressions that can I be able to use to share this message if I want. And I think that is all those words, small words that help me to be able to make my presentation very well. And I think I'm very proud after that, and I'm very happy to be able to do that. And after that, I was able to make another presentations and another meetings, and it's very interesting.
Ok, that's great, that's interesting. Alors les gars, vous l'aurez compris, l'anglais fait voyager. L'anglais vous permet de participer à des conférences à l'international, de voyager, d'aller aux États-Unis, d'aller en Allemagne, d'aller en Chine et tout. Et quel que soit le pays dans lequel vous vous retrouvez, même quand vous ne comprenez pas la langue de ce pays-là et que vous parlez l'anglais, vous allez vous en sortir facilement, pretty easily. La fois dernière, il y a un collègue à moi, enfin un pote à moi, pardon, qui était en Chine. Il ne comprenait pas le chinois, mais grâce à l'anglais qu'il comprenait, il n'a pas eu de souci en fait à discuter en Chine. En fait, il n'a pas eu de souci à s'en sortir et tout. Il a pu faire ses activités, ses business pour lesquels il était parti là-bas, et tout s'est super bien passé. Alors, très bientôt, nous allons rajouter quelques personnes sur le live. Il y a des personnes qui m'ont contacté. Mais il y en a qui ne veulent pas allumer leur caméra. Si vous ne pouvez pas allumer la caméra, on ne pourra pas vous rajouter sur le live. Donc, c'est seulement ceux qui pourront allumer leur caméra qui seront rajoutés sur le live. Et pour ceux qui n'ont pas vu le numéro, je le remets dans le chat pour rejoindre le live. Et voilà. So, before that, Malik, can you tell us the challenges, okay, you faced when you were learning English? What were, because I guess it wasn't easy, right? So what were the challenges that you faced and how did you overcome those challenges?
Yes, as in everything, we have a challenges, and we need to work on to be able to go beyond of this challenge. One of the first challenge that I got when I started to learn English was I think it is the environment that is the first thing, because when as I explain it, all of my close friends, close colleagues in my daily life is in French, and be able to switch in English and to continue to try to speak is not something that is very easily. So yes, this environment to have this environment is a big challenge. So that's why you need to join a community where everyone are speaking English, or to have some close friend that very speak English, and so it can help you to continue to speak. Another difficulties that we have is I can mention it is the we are very afraid to speak. As you know, as you can understand, I'm making a lot of meeting in English. I'm making a lot of, as sometimes we are inviting to join some meeting, to make some contributions, and you need to share what you are thinking. And as we pass our time before at school to just making some rephrasing, some passive words, to grammar, things, we are we this fear is that you don't want to make a wrong sentence, or you are thinking if you make a sentence who will speak, someone can laugh. I think that is one of the barrier. You need to decide to talk. Yes, go and talk, speak.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Just try to explain yourself and to communicate with everyone. And the first difficulties that we got as a friend personally was sometimes sometimes we are good in how can I say that, when it comes to write document and stuff and others, but when it comes to to speak spontaneously, you are searching the right word and others. So I think to come to there is a lot of tips I think I got to be able to fix those issues. If I want to resume what I mentioned, it is the environment. The second issues or difficulties is we are very afraid to speak, because we don't want anyone to laugh our accent or others. And another point is that we also we are not be able to speak spontaneously or automatically.
Spontaneously.
Automatically. If someone give you a response, as in French, yeah, it is automatically you have the word, you can be able to talk. I think that is the difference that I got.
Okay. So I'll let you come back on that, okay? Because this is one of the main issues, okay, of most of our students. The ability to speak spontaneously. English is a language, okay, and I always say it. In order to improve your speaking skills in English, you don't have to learn English. No, learning English is hard. Learning English is, quite, it's something, right? But you don't have to learn the language. You just have to speak the language. Okay. You have to let it flow, let it out, let it out, let it out, let it flow. Okay. Because do not look for perfection. Okay. And the biggest mistake you can make when you're learning a language is to be afraid of making mistakes. Let me take that again. Okay. The biggest mistake you can ever make when you are learning a language is to be afraid of making a mistake. Donc, la plus grosse erreur que vous puissiez commettre en apprenant l'anglais, c'est d'avoir peur de commettre d'erreurs. N'ayez pas peur de commettre d'erreurs, en fait. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. In America, okay, there's a saying that says that fake it until you make it. Fake it until you make it, okay? So it doesn't have to be perfect right from the beginning or right from the get-go, right? But just try, okay? And there's one of our coaches, I think he's Coach Matthew, that used to say something. He said, if you want to speak good English, try speaking your bad English. If you want to speak good English one day, start today, okay, speaking your bad English, okay? C'est lorsque tu commences avec l'anglais qui est imparfait aujourd'hui, petitement, ok, avec les petites corrections, les petits mots que tu places mal aujourd'hui, on te corrige la prononciation, ça reste et tout en fait. Donc, if you want to speak good English tomorrow, start today speaking your bad English and practice, practice, and practice. Never stop practicing. Never, ever stop practicing. Et il y a une petite astuce pardon, que je vais partager avec les gens parce que j'entends beaucoup de personnes, je pense il y a 2 semaines, une dame m'a contacté. Je pense qu'elle est sur Montpellier, un truc comme ça. Et elle m'a dit, oui, coach, j'entends tout le temps me dire, ouais, il faut écouter, écouter, écouter et répéter après les gens. Il faut écouter, 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 écouter. Enfin, j'écoute BBC, j'écoute CNN et tout, et tout, et tout. Mais j'arrive pas à parler, en fait. Tu peux pas arriver à parler. Parce que l'écoute, il y en a de 2 types, en fait. Il y a l'écoute active et l'écoute passive. Lorsque tu mets tout le temps le casque à l'oreille, tu es en train d'écouter, you are taking in information. OK? You are taking in information. Tu es en train de les faire entrer, de les intégrer. Mais tant que tu ne les ressors pas, tu ne pourras pas parler de manière active, de manière aisée, en fait. Donc, pour ceux qui essaient de booster leur listening skills en écoutant tout le temps, vous écoutez, but how often do you practice? How often do you speak? That's the big question out there today. Okay, how often do you practice? How often do you speak? Lorsque tu entends, par exemple, tu es en train de travailler sur, c'est pas un audio ou un discours de Obama, machin et tout, qui dure 10 minutes, et tu écoutes, tu répètes pas après lui, et même quand tu finis d'écouter, tu n'essayes pas de faire la restitution de ce que tu as entendu en anglais, en fait. Tu dois le faire dans tes propres mots, OK, in your own language, with your own words. Souvent, tu peux même te tenir devant ton miroir à la maison. Et ce que tu as entendu, par exemple, ce que Malik a dit jusque-là, essaye de le reformuler dans ton propre anglais, en fait. Essaye de le redire toi-même. C'est là que tu verras l'erreur que tu commets. C'est là que tu verras que, j'ai du mal à dire telle ou telle chose, en fait. Et bien sûr, tu pourras contacter un coach qui va t'aider, en fait, qui va te guider, qui va te tenir par la main. Donc, évitez l'écoute passive. Faites plutôt l'écoute active, en fait. Parce que c'est vrai, l'écoute passive, ça aide. OK, mais ça va juste vous aider jusqu'à un point donné, en fait. Par exemple, lorsque vous êtes en train de travailler, vous êtes à la cuisine et tout, vous pouvez mettre un truc en anglais en train d'écouter. Il n'y a pas de souci, ça marche, c'est une bonne stratégie. OK, ça vous permet d'apprendre, OK, à savoir comment prononcer les mots, comment est-ce que les Américains les utilisent et tout. Mais tant que vous ne vous jetez pas à l'eau vous-même, vous allez connaître ce qu'il faut faire, mais vous n'allez pas pouvoir le faire. Enfin, c'est un peu comme quelqu'un qui veut avoir des muscles et tout, qui va en salle, et puis il voit tout le monde en train de faire des exercices, machin et tout. Il voit les exercices que les autres font. Il dit, ouais, ça c'est bien, c'est ce qu'il faut pour que ça marche. Mais tant qu'il ne se met pas à la tâche lui-même, il ne pourra pas avoir le résultat, en fait. Il saura ce qu'il faut faire. il saura ce que les autres font et puis ça marche. Il saura, en anglais, enfin, par analogie, il saura comment les autres prononcent ça. Il saura comment les Américains prononcent ça. Mais tant que tu ne te jettes pas à l'eau toi-même, you can never have that result that you want to have. So if you want to have your result, you need to start changing your strategies from today. Okay, so active listening and passive listening, I think active listening is better, far better than passive listening. So, yeah. Dans 2 ou 3 minutes, nous allons rajouter une personne sur le live. Enfin, il y a 3 personnes que nous allons peut-être rajouter sur le live. J'espère que toutes les 3 personnes pourront allumer leur caméra. But before that, Malik, I think I have a question for you. I told you I have many questions for you today. I'm not done with you, bro. I have many questions for you, Malik. And my next question for you is, the best advice you can give to someone, okay, who wants you boost his speaking skills in English. In one word, if you have to give just an advice to someone, what would be that advice? We lost you. We can hear you, Malik.
Is it possible to switch my stage? Yeah.
Okay, let me try. Yeah, I've tried something. I don't know if it's okay, but I guess so. Can you please turn on your mic?
Yes, I think it is very clear now.
Yeah, the noise has stopped, but the sound isn't better. But yeah, I think
it is very better now.
Kind of. Guys, let us know if the sound is better. Faites-nous savoir dans les commentaires si vous nous entendez, si vous entendez mieux Malik, et si le petit bruit qui perturbait là est parti ou si c'est là.
Well, so to come to your questions, I think you just asked me to, in one word, if I want to get an advice to someone who want to learn English.
Yeah.
In one word, I will say that talk.
Okay.
And talk. Just that. Because I think someone writing practice makes perfect. I think that is the only things that is very missing when we was at school, because we didn't talk. And today, if we want to be able to improve, to be able to speak like a day, or like anyone that are speaking in French. That's why when I started, I put, I'm not a journalist, so the goal for me to the goal for me to speak in English is not the same goals with someone who is a journalist. If you are a journalist and you want to host a TV, you are a TV host or TV show, for example, the goal is not, it's not the same thing. As me, I'm learning English to be able to communicate with persons, to be able to communicate with my peers or with my colleagues. That is not the same with someone who are trying to learn English to be able to host a TV show. It is not the same goals. So for me, it is very important to understand what is your goals, what do you want to achieve, and when you define your goal, you can find the best tools or the best strategies to be able to do that. Someone can suggest you, oh, you need to travel before to learn English. Someone can tell you it is not interesting. For me, I think I was not. I'm not sure that I was able to travel, especially to go and to learn English. That is not one of the things that I did before. And today I was able to communicate, to call with someone, to make some partnership with someone that is not speaking French, because the goal was to share my message, to prepare what I want to say with them. So be able to talk. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So practice makes perfect. Okay. Make sure you practice, practice, and practice again. So I'm trying to add our guests to the call, to the chat. So we're gonna be having fun. But Malik, do you think there are opportunities, okay, apart from what you have already told us, do you think there are some more opportunities that you were able to catch because you could speak English, okay? Maybe not directly, but English has helped you, okay, in any way. Do you think, for instance, for the conference that you went for in Hamburg in Germany, do you think if you couldn't speak English, okay, you could have been invited to come and deliver that speech? I don't know. Just a question.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely, you're right. I think it is just it is a big yes. For me, be able to speak in English open me, give me some opportunity that I didn't got before. That is something I want to share. Sometimes you got an email because, oh, hello Malik, we want you to join us on this project. Because you are able to speak with them in their language, because this person don't speak French. So
Yeah.
if they contact you, it is because they want to work with someone who can able to discuss with them. No, so I think it is very important. And with English, to be very honestly, I got a lot of opportunities.
Did you make a lot of money? Did you make a lot of money? That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
Est-ce que ça t'a donné beaucoup de dollars, beaucoup d'euros? That's what we want to know, Malik.
Yes. As you know, all of us really need, every time we need money. So yes, yes. Sometimes you have money. Some opportunities come with money.
Yeah, definitely.
Some another opportunities don't come with the money automatically, but
Yeah.
it comes with something that I'm calling, you are trying to build your future. Something that you are trying, if you meet someone is you, as just let me give you an example.
Sure.
You are able to have a friend that is based in New York, okay? And
Mhm.
this friend don't speak French.
Okay.
So when you are able to make a call with this friend, one of the big challenges is to be able to discuss more fluently. You don't want to have a blank. And when I'm talking about a friend, I'm talking about a friend, not just like it is a professional contest or it is more specific for something. We really want someone who can able to discuss with you or more easily as your friend as daily life. So
Okay.
the difference with in professional environment in a friend that is very close with you is you are able to understand some words or some expressions that you didn't understand in anywhere, and that can help you to improve your liver. From me, uh, English helped me to got a lot of friends in over the world.
Okay.
And something that I think English helps to help me, I think that is it is something that I'm very happy to mention. I got an admission on American University,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Proud of you,
that is
man.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, to be able to got an admission on
To
American
guess.
University, to get an admission in American University and based in French country, uh, it is not something that you can find everywhere.
Yeah.
So for me, it is a big stage, and I'm very happy for that. And that is be able to do. I was able to do that because I was able to speak in English or to learn English in the same time.
Perfect. That's interesting. That's interesting. So we have Barbara and Oromere Bukare. There's also two other guests, okay, but who haven't turned on their camera. So I'm sorry. Si votre caméra n'est pas activée. on aura du mal à vous rajouter sur la scène, sur le podium. Donc, si vous voulez rejoindre le live, écrivez-moi et activez votre caméra, s'il vous plaît. So, Orumere Bukari, what's up? How are you doing? Good morning.
Good morning, Coach.
You
I'm
good?
doing well. How about you?
Are you sleeping?
Oh, I'm not sleeping.
Because the way your camera looks is like, you're lying down on a couch or on a bed.
No,
So how's your
I'm
week?
seated.
Okay, how's your week,
It was
Orumere
good.
Bukari?
It was great because I did a lot of things, and now is the weekend.
Now is the weekend.
Yeah.
So what are your plans, okay, to enjoy or to make the most of your weekend? What are your plans?
Today, in the morning, I work out, and now following the live, and after that, I'm thinking about going to the market to buy something.
All right. Fantastic. Barbara, what's up? How you doing?
Fine, Coach. What about you?
Doing good, man. Doing good. I'm pretty good. How
Nice
was your
to see
week?
you.
Nice to see you
My
too,
week,
man.
it was absolutely quite interesting. I thank God. To God be the glory. What about you, Sari?
Yeah, it was an intensive week. It was an intensive week, and it is gonna be an intensive weekend as well. But we love it.
Yeah, that's the routine. That's like a routine. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So, what are your plans to enjoy or to make the most of your weekend, Paul? Hello.
Yeah.
What are your plans? How are you planning to make the most of your weekend? I think we're having some network issues with the.
Yeah, sure. I
You're
can
still
get you
online?
now. Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
online.
Yeah. Did you hear the question?
No.
I was asking you what are your what are your plans, okay, to make the most of your weekend? What are your plans?
Not absolutely something great, but I think that today I'm gonna move and get out and take a kind of soft drink and think about my life and chill, something like that. This is what I'm planning. But
Going out alone or with a girlfriend? I think we're having network issues with Barbara. Okay, can you turn on your camera? Sorry. Okay, guys, we are gonna be having a debate, okay? It's a nice debate, a very short debate, okay, just like 5 to 10 minutes, just to make sure you guys practice, because Malik l'a dit et on vous l'a répété à plusieurs reprises. Il faut pratiquer, en fait. You guys need to practice. You guys need to practice a lot. You guys need to practice. So that's the reason why we are, inviting you guys live. Donc, on peut encore prendre quelques personnes. Barbara, il est parti. Je pense qu'il va revenir, c'est à cause de sa connexion Internet. Yeah, I think he's back. No, I'm having Jose. Okay, hello, Jose. How you doing? Hello. You good?
Yeah, hi, Coach.
Yeah, good to see you, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Doing good?
Yes. How about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. How was your week?
I thank God.
Ok. All right. On va pas attendre Barbara. Je pense qu'on va commencer. Il va rejoindre, il va rattraper le train en marche. Il a les jambes assez longues pour courir comme un train, pour rattraper la vitesse du train. Okay, today we want to talk about a very specific topic, okay, which is a common topic, an easy topic, okay, just to make sure that you guys can actually tell us your minds about the topic. So it has to do with social media. So do you think if you have a kids, okay, of 10 years old, do you think it's a good thing to allow that child or that kid to be using a phone and to be on social media, to be going on, Instagram, on TikTok, on, Snapchat, whatever? Do you think it's a good thing nowadays, or do you rather think that it's something that we, have to control, or that we have to stop? I can see Malik is smiling because it's something of interest to him, because the guy is in tech, so he has a lot of things to say. So, Oru, Mary, Bukari, I can also see you smiling. Do you want to start? What do you think if you have a child, a kid, of 10 years old? All right. Will you give that child or that kid a phone and allow him or her to go on social media all day long?
Before I start, I want to thank you for what you're doing here. It's a great honor for me to be here today. And talking about the topic, I can say that I cannot allow my kid, or I cannot give a phone to my kid who is turning around 10 years old,
Why? What's your
because
reason?
okay, the first and foremost reason I can say that today's nowadays there is a lot of things on social media
Sorry,
which are
Bukari.
harmful to the
Excuse
kids.
me, excuse me. I think there's a background noise. I don't know if it is on your level or with Ozzy Dafia. Ozzy, si c'est ton côté, est-ce que tu pourrais couper ton micro pendant que tu ne parles pas, s'il te plaît? Parce qu'il y a un peu de bruit de background là. So, Ozzy, pourrais-tu, s'il te plaît, couper ton micro pendant que tu ne parles pas?
D'accord.
Merci. Yes, Oru Mere Bukari, please go ahead.
Okay, as I said earlier, I said that I cannot give a phone to my kids who is turning around 10 years old, because the first and foremost thing that I'm going to say is that on social media, we are confronting to a lot of harmful videos or a lot of things that are not good for a kid. For example, when we look at the status on social media, we can see girls posting their naked videos, something uh, something that doesn't matter. So I
Don't
cannot
you like
allow
naked
my,
videos, Bukari? Don't you like
for
seeing naked
example, we
videos
can
of girls?
no. I need to skip it. I see those videos, but I skip it. I keep scrolling.
Okay,
Okay,
you keep
not to see them.
scrolling. All right. Okay.
Okay. And I think that if a kid is used to see those kind of videos, it can change his mentality, and he will become more addicted to those kind of video, which is not good for him or for
That's
her.
definitely good. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is one of my reason. And the second thing is that we can today we have a lot of things on phones. So talking about the exercises or something like that. If the kid is I can say is always with his phone, using playing games, he cannot no more think about what to do or how to do his homework on his own. Or he can think that even though he's kidding or I can say or cracking a joke, or after doing it, he can have time because he has the phone. If once she types what she or she wants, she or he can have it. So it is not good. So it will lead to laziness.
Oh my goodness. It leads to laziness. I can see Malik smiling. I think he has a lot of things to say. Okay, before I give
Okay,
the floor to Malik, I
okay.
just want to
Thank
remind you guys of the topic, because I think Barbara was
you.
on the call. So Barbara, we are talking about the fact of allowing your kids to have a phone and be using social media, okay, all day long? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? So yeah, Malik, do you want to say something about the opinion
Uh,
of Mere Boukari before I give the floor to Ose Dafian?
okay. Yes, as you know, I'm smiling because I think when we started to discuss, I mentioned that we are a digital native. For me, it means like we are born with internet in the hand. We have access to the internet, and we are using. For me, internet is not a luxury tools. It is our common. It is. It is a. It is a duty for everyone to have internet to be able to use that. To use social media is a kind of applications or many. You have some services that you can be able to do on the internet, and social media come as one of those services. For me, children on social media, my opinion is very mixed because, as you know, I'm working on cybersecurity industries, and we are seeing a lot of things that I can mention. But before to mention those risks, for me, social media is a great tools for kids to learn, to socialize, to connect with another person we are not based on their or area or country. And also something that's very crucial for me is to the social media can help them if they are making the right use to develop their skills or their digital skills. So when you go on Instagram, you go on YouTube, you go on Facebook, there is sometimes you can find content that's very useful for yourself, and those content can also be able to kids. But to be able to get all the benefit of those social media for the kids, I think we need some guidance. And this guidance comes from parents, come from educators, and come from their elders. The
Okay.
parents, because it is a parent that give you your first phone. I think when you start to use your phone, you didn't have the budget, the necessary budget to go and buy yourself your phone. But if I borrow the phone to my kid and I know that they have this possibility to go on social media, for me, it is important to put some control or some guidance to help them. Which content do we need to be accessed or not? As Bukari mentioned, sometimes you can access to uh, naked pictures or videos or some violence videos or harmful videos, and that's some kind of content that we need to work on to more secure online activity. And another part that can be it can sometimes when I'm talking about kids online security, uh, just give the basics to make some educations to those kids to learn how they can use internet, what they can publish, which with which person they can interact. For example,
Okay.
if you go on online and you are not able to you start to discuss with someone that you don't know, and those person try to tell you that, send me some uh, specific pictures. I think as a kid, as it is not very common in your real life, you don't know how to manage it. But to manage it before, you as parents or as elders, you need to prepare some tips, some guidance to help them to grow in this digital native. That is my opinion. It is very mixed. There's a great tools to be able to do with that, but there is some risk that we can be able to manage.
Okay, interesting. So, it's a double-edged sword. C'est un glaive à double tranchant. Let's hear from Jose Dafia. Jose, what's your take on that topic? What is your take?
Okay, thanks for giving me the time. As for me, I think that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, as Alassane said, today we learn, we are born with the internet. And
Yeah.
once you get inside the internet, you will see many things. There's no there are not things that's only bad. There are things that's great, fantastic, and things that can from which you can get some information that will be beneficial for daily life or for the field we in which you are dealing with. I think that spend your time long during the day or during the day long searching. It depends on what you are searching inside the internet. And once you know your goal and you know what you are seeking inside this tool, I think that there's no matter concerning the drawback. Concerning feature and other thing that my friends mentioned, I think that concerning that, as Mr. Lasson mentioned, it need and once you sit and you chat with the specialists of this field or those who are habilitated or skilled in this field, I think that you get some tips or some methods or strategies to deal with these features and to manage it. But once you are there with a goal, I think that you don't have this problem. Just have to go straight toward what you need and what you want to do. By my side, I think that it's very good to be online and during long day to try to find information, because it can be useful not for life, but not for life, but for also ourselves. Because if I take, for example, we are chatting online together, and it's just I'm online, and it's a great time for me. If, for example, someone who is not used to deal with social media or the internet, he can find like what can I say, to wasting his time, because he will see it like chatting and useless, something like this. But when you have your goal and you are online, even I can say you can be all day there, even all night there. You have just to try to say which time is better for you to take a break and to get some uh, to find energy and to come again. I think that today to make or to earn one's life, it's better to deal with the internet, with social media, as a translator, as a student, as a physician, as a scientific. If you don't want to deal with internet, I think that is bad, and it's very good to try to teach it to children when they are at the very young age, when they are kids, because they can know how to deal with it and what can be harmful for them. And then like this, when they grow, they will know how to manage with what we call bad and drawbacks coming from the internet. That's just my opinion. I don't know if I get you well, and if what I say is on the point, but it's my opinion. Thank you.
Definitely, I think it makes a lot of sense. Okay, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. What I can understand from what you said is that it depends on the purpose, okay, or the reason why you're getting on the internet. So make sure you're specific about your goals. Make sure that you are
Yeah.
intentional about your
Yeah.
goals, okay, and then it is gonna help you. But I think it is not that straightforward, okay, because the type of guy, okay, I'm into tech, right? I'm a digital marketer, but I don't use Instagram. I don't use Facebook. Okay. But yesterday, for a funny reason, I was just like, okay, let me go on Instagram, okay, on my laptop and see what's going on, what's trending. And to be honest, okay, it's been like 1 year or 2 years now since I've never used Instagram, okay, again. So
Yeah.
I was looking for the contact of one of my friends, and I was like, okay, let me go and check her out on Instagram and also see what's trending on Instagram. And I went there to check on that lady, that my friend. But as soon as I opened, okay, the app on my laptop, I saw things that drew my attention. Okay, and for 5 minutes, sorry, I was lost. Okay, and I even forgot the main reason why I went, okay, on Instagram, on IG. Okay, so the goal was to go and check on my friend, but as soon as I entered, okay, the app or the application, I came across things that were more interesting, okay, than what I went there for. So it drew my attention, okay, from my original or my original goal or purpose. So I think it's something that we have to be very intentional about. And yeah, anyways, we cannot do without it. Okay, that's for sure. Okay, we are in 2025 and we cannot do without social media. We cannot do without, okay, internet. But let us just use it with guidance, just like Malik or Kupam has said. Let us be very wise, okay, in the use that we make of those tools. So Orumere Bukari and those in Oze Dafia, thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know if you guys have a final word, just a second or 2 seconds.
Okay, thank you for giving me the floor once again. What I have to say is just I want to thank you, Coach, and Mr. Alassane. I thank you all for what you're doing here because it is a great honor for me to be here. And seriously speaking, I can say that I got a lot of things from you today. And I think that I will use those gains, those words or those things that I have gained from you today in my daily life. And to shut the door, I can say that I thank you. That's all.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Yeah, Oze Dafia, anything to say?
So I'm very happy for this conference, and what I get from it is very much because through it I get many things like today the internet and all the social media we have is useful, but we have to handle it carefully because it
Definitely.
can be harmful and it can be beneficial. And
Yeah.
I can take like example the example you have given concerning once you went there and you were lost because there are many fine things that's put inside. I'm talking about Instagram,
Yeah.
like you said it. We have to be you have so we have to be we have to be focused and have
Definitely.
our goals, and then we cannot let the internet, because today internet is on our daily activities. Everything we used to do is with the internet, and we cannot
Do
pass
without
or we
internet.
can, Yeah, you cannot part or let the internet. You cannot live without the internet. And I can say that it also give me some advice and some tips. Because, for example, what Mr. Alassane said, the guidance, it's helped me. Because I can, for example,
Jose, can you please make it shorter because we are running out of time? Okay, I'll just give you 10 to 15 seconds to shut the door. Okay, please. So just 10 seconds. Thank you.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I have to thank you all for the time we spent together, and I'm so happy. Ciao.
Thank you, Jose. Il y a beaucoup qui ont voulu participer. Je vois 3 personnes encore dans la salle d'attente, mais là, le temps ne nous permet pas de vous rajouter. Et il y a 2 même parmi vous qui n'ont pas les vidéos allumées, donc ça, ce n'est pas possible. Osé Dafia, merci d'être passé. Oru Mere Boukari, je n'écorche pas votre nom. Merci d'être passé. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for coming. Barbara Paul aussi qui a voulu se connecter, mais les dieux de la technique n'étaient pas avec lui. Je vois aussi Marc, deuxième jumeau et tout. Voilà. En tout cas, merci pour votre intérêt. Pour votre intérêt. Thank you for your interest. Okay, thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. We are drawing close to the end of this great interview, this great webinar with our special guest, Kupa Malasan. So before we go, I just want to remind you guys that il y en a qui sont encore revenus. Orumere Bukari, I think you can go now. Thank you. Alors, pour conclure, avant de conclure ou avant de partir, je voudrais juste vous rappeler que nous avons lancé le plus gros club de pratique en anglais, en fait. C'est la plus grosse communauté pour les francophones qui veulent pratiquer leur anglais, qui veulent booster leur anglais. C'est une communauté hyper chaude. C'est une communauté dans laquelle il y a beaucoup de trucs hyper pratiques qui se passent. Déjà, vous avez des challenges mensuels. En mode, par exemple, le mois de mars ou pour le mois d'avril, du 1er au 30 avril, nous organisons des challenges, en fait. Donc, du coup, le challenge consiste à quoi? Lorsque tu es membre de la communauté, je prends l'exemple de, je sais pas, Marc, deuxième jumeau, par exemple, qui est membre de la communauté, c'est un exemple. Du 1er avril au 30 avril, tu participes au challenge, en fait. C'est que chaque jour, on te pousse à pratiquer ton anglais. Donc, du coup, sur 30 jours, tu fais des vidéos au quotidien, en fait. Donc, chaque jour, tu fais le bilan de ta journée en anglais. Tu peux parler de ton travail en anglais. Tu peux parler de tes études en anglais. Tu peux parler d'un sujet qui t'intéresse en anglais. Tu peux parler de whatever you want to talk about, OK? Tu fais une vidéo de 45 secondes à 1 minute et tu parles de ce sujet-là, OK? Tu prends juste ton téléphone. Hello, what's up, guys? This is Mark, deuxième jumeau. I'm learning English with Prof. And today I woke up at 6 a.m. and right after that, I went to school. I did this, I did that. I met with a friend, with my girlfriend, my boyfriend, all of that. Tu essaies de pratiquer au quotidien en anglais. Enfin, l'idée, c'est de vous mettre vraiment en contact avec l'anglais au quotidien. Donc, du coup, lorsque vous faites cette vidéo, pendant le challenge, vous envoyez la vidéo à votre coach. Il y a un coach qui vous suit. Le coach en question va vous aider à corriger vos erreurs de prononciation, d'accent, d'intonation et tout. Et une fois que c'est corrigé, vous publiez la vidéo dans la communauté et vous la relayez également sur les réseaux sociaux sur 30 jours, en fait. Chaque jour, vous le faites. Chaque jour, vous le faites. Et à force de le faire comme ça, il y a nos apprenants qui l'ont fait et les résultats, they were fantastic, fantabulous, actually. Donc, à force de le faire comme ça, vous êtes au quotidien en contact avec l'anglais et cela vous pousse vraiment à travailler votre aisance communicationnelle, en fait. Et en dehors de ça, il y a aussi des débats que nous organisons. Très bientôt, les débats, ce sera en live sur YouTube ici. Ce sera vraiment chaud, en fait, ce sera le choc des titans sur YouTube avec tous les membres de la communauté. Donc, du coup, si vous voulez rejoindre la communauté, il y a le numéro qui s'affiche à l'écran là. OK, laissez-moi un message, je vous enverrai le lien pour rejoindre la communauté. Ce n'est pas gratuit, bien évidemment, parce que ce qui a de la valeur n'est pas gratuit. Ce qui a de la valeur n'est pas gratuit. Donc, voilà. I'll give the floor to Malik, okay, to close us, to shut the door. So, Malik, is there any other thing you want to, talk about? A general advice, okay, for those who boost their speaking skills in English. Et même pour ceux-là qui voudraient peut-être se lancer dans la tech parce que tu es en cybersécurité et c'est l'un des métiers qui a le vent en poupe actuellement. Donc, qu'est-ce que tu as à dire à nos très chers abonnés, les très chers membres de notre communauté?
Yes, for me, first of all, I think it is you are doing a great job with this community on this webinar, for example, because I think that is one of the things that we can do if we want to improve our level, to be able to create those environments. When I mentioned to create environment, it is to participate to webinar, to join the meeting, to discuss with friends, informal. Because sometimes I'm very interested to make this discussion more informal, because when it is very formal, you are, it is not spontaneously, it is not automatically, because you take time to prepare yourself. Or when you join a kind of meeting, you make a call directly with a friend where we speak English. You are trying to challenge yourself and to be able to discuss with everyone. When you go to the airport, you don't have the time to go on the phone, to go on your translation applications, to write your sentence in French, and to be able to read it louder. So if you go to the airport, the airport security guys are just in front of you. They ask you a question, you need to get your response automatically. And for me, that is one of the things that you need to go to achieve. And sometimes that I can suggest is, don't be afraid. Talk. Try to talk and talk. For me, that is one of the first advice that I will give everyone. Don't be mind about the format. It is the right sentence, or it is the right word. Just try to explain yourself, to express yourself. Share your mind. Share what you are thinking, and it can help you when you can practice every time, every day. You can see that sometimes, oh, you mentioned this word, but it is not the right word. It is not the right expression, and the next time you can use the right word. And that is the goal. The goal is not to come and like, I will take my dictionary and I will learn all the words in the dictionary before to talk. Try to talk and go beyond. When it comes to text, for me, English is very important in tech industries. All the resources, all the opportunities are very easily to find when you have you speak English with another language. I don't want to tell you that, or forget what language your current language, because for me it is an asset to be able to speak in French, to be able to speak in English. It is very interesting for me to, when I'm in front of someone who speak only French or only English. Today it is, I come with two languages, and it is very important for me. And cybersecurity is the passionate industry. And if you are very interested to enter or to start your journey in cybersecurity, don't hesitate. There is a lot of resources online. I think in our Preference community, sometimes you can do is to make some digital literacy introductions to let your community to be able to learn how to use some tools. So I can come back again to share with you some tips to secure your account line, to protect your web applications, for example, to be able to not share, to secure your emails, or everything that's very important for your online security. And so I take a pleasure to discuss with you and with your community, and I hope we will not stop on just this this call, and it will continue. And I wish you all the success for this adventure that you start.
Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming. So, Malika said it well. Okay, this is the first episode. Okay, and it's definitely not gonna be the last one. Okay, so watch out for our, our YouTube channel, LinkedIn account, and all of that. We are gonna be posting, okay, the upcoming events. I think the next event will be by the end of this month or early next month, on the 3rd of April, le jeudi 3 avril. Il y aura un autre webinaire avec un autre invité choc. Donc, les gars, merci. Thank you for coming. And till next time. Thank you, Malik, for your time. Thank you for this wonderful, and amazing interview. Thank you for the tips that you shared. Okay. Thank you for your experience that you were able to share, okay, or to explain with those listening. I think this has inspired a lot. It has motivated a lot of people. And definitely, okay, things are going to change in our community and within the youths the youth sphere. So thank you guys again for your time. Thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by, and till next time.
Thank everyone.